Greetings and welcome to InfoVoice. I am Alex Sherman, and InfoVoice is my brainchild that grew from the ground up with me and a few friends. Even though the idea is my own, it takes a few people to build and make an idea great. I thank everyone involved. With InfoVoice, each person or host has a subject or topic they wish to talk about. Being that I have Aspergers syndrome, I plan to make one of my talks strictly about autistic experiences and advice. Being that I have a large amount of experience in dealing with certain regular life experience with the autism spin, whether that be school, work, or relationships, I have experienced all of it. To start things off, I was born in Florida, then moved to California in 2000, then Colorado in 2001. However, I was not diagnosed to have Asperger's till I moved to Colorado. To be perfectly honest, Asperger's didn't really make its mark in the world until it was officially added to the Registry of Mental Conditions in the 1990s. So when I was living in Florida, especially, life was difficult, because at the time people knew there was something unique about me but had no idea as to what it was. When I was younger, even I didn't know how to deal with even myself, so I got into trouble here and there when I lived in Florida. The daycare and schools would punish me thinking that the circumstances were normal, even though with the autistic disorder, I did not know how to act socially, so I would often do things that were deemed inappropriate. Therefore, I would be sent to detention or a time out type of scenario. Being that I had not been diagnosed yet, this added extreme frustration and stress as a young kid, and I quite honestly had no idea what to do. The doctors would often have a good idea what was going on, but never knew exactly what was going on. Then we moved to California for 18 months. Nothing really happened there. Then we moved to Colorado. This is where it gets interesting for a chaotic 9-year-old Asperger's kid. My mom and dad divorced when I was 7 or 8, which never clicked at the time because being Asperger's meant that there were certain rules in life that had to be followed. All of a sudden, not having my dad and only seeing him every now and then didn't necessarily help things. However, once I moved to Colorado, my mom remarried, and now I had a regular adult male figure in my life. But just the concept of stepdad or step-siblings was another boundary that was hard to cross as an Asperger's kid. We had been living in Colorado for a few months before we had finally made the connection between Asperger's and me, Alex Sherman. Once we did, my mother and I changed some things in my life. For the longest time, my mom has been my rock. She still has been to this day. One of the things was starting to go to weekly or bi-weekly therapy sessions. Sometimes these things or sessions are not needed. However, as a young kid with this new age of discovery starting to unfold, then I would recommend it, because talking to your mother would only get you so far, especially as a young kid. Luckily, another thing that is hard to find is a support system as an Asperger's child, or just a new kid on the block. Luckily, I have found some cool friends who at the time supported me for who I was at the time. As I regularly went to therapy and such, friends and situations seemed to shift, in many cases evolve. This would lead to personal discovery, amongst other things. And that, my friends, is Through the Autism Eye for week 1. If you have any questions or comments or need any form of advice, please feel free to email me or any others regarding InfoVoice at info.with.a.voice@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Till next time, this is Alex Sherman. Good night.